Okay, welcome. Today we'll see the grade 10 lesson called graphs. Already I complete grade 10 successfully chapters, quadratic equations and logarithm chapter 1 I finished it. Today I'll show you the important chapter called graphs. The big problem comes in your exam. Also continuously in the next year grade 11. You can see in this same channel I publish 10 videos for graphs for grade 11. Okay, so we'll see you learning already in the grade 9. We revise some parts from grade 9 and comes to the grade 10 type question, right? So here we have the syllabus, most parts are straight line graphs. Straight line graphs, that means straight line passes to the origin. You learn straight line graphs, x-axis, y-axis. If a line passes to origin, the general form we call what? Y equal mx. Y equal mx. Straight line form. It can go like this or like this also. Two parts, two shapes of a straight line, like this or like this. That means this become an acute angle, small angle less than 90, or it goes like that, become obtuse angle, right? Y equal mx. Or another graph we have. So recollect that you learn in the grade 9, recollect it. If a graph comes like this, what is this pattern we call y equal mx plus c, right? Y equal mx plus c. Y equal mx plus c. Every equation of a graph should be y equal, or we call linear function, graph, straight line graphs, or linear functions, that name you used in grade 9 maths. So copy this to sketch roughly. I am revising grade 9 and go to the later grade 10 type lessons theory. So y equal mx passes to the origin. If not origin, somewhere here or lower, y equal mx plus c. And right below where m is gradient. Okay, you learn already where m is gradient. And what is c? Intercept. That means where the graph cuts the y-axis. C is intercept. This is C. So stop, pause the video and complete this to rough diagram noted and write this y equal mx form and y equal mx plus c form, and write where m is the gradient and c is the intercept. Okay, then we'll revise, use all the questions from your grade 10 part 2 book chapter 21, right? So some grade 9 problems available, we'll revise and go to the other part. You can see, write down the gradient and the intercept of the straight line representing below. That is one of the important question in your exams, especially for O levels. Part 1, part 2, they ask about the straight line equation is given. Write the m value and write the c value. That is not in grade 10 or 11, that is grade 9. So again you recollect and go ahead, right? So first one, y equal 3x plus 2. Y equal 3x plus 2. Then tell what is m, what is c. If you draw this, you can see where the graph cuts the y-axis. Also the gradient. Here without drawing, we don't draw. Without drawing, by experience, you can tell. So what is m? What is m means in front of the x, coefficient. If you show y equal, in front of the x, we call the m. So in front of x, 3. See here, m, x in front of x. So m is 3. The last value, intercept. C equal 2, right? Gradient 3, intercept is 2. Next one, y equal minus 3x plus 2. How this gradient value and the intercept value Here's the negative gradient, minus side negative. If we draw this, become like this shape, right? Negative graphs are obtuse angle from that side. So compare what is m equal minus 3, gradient minus 3, c equal to, right? Next one, y equal 5x minus 3. Simply you can copy these answers. What is gradient, what is intercept? So m4 here what? 5, c4 minus 3. m4 5, c4 minus 3. Gradient and the intercept. Next fourth problem, y equal 4x, y equal 4x. Here no c, that is like this pattern, y equal 4x, only that. Or like c is 0, y equal 4x plus 0. You can say y equal 4x plus 0. So compare what is m and what is c value. M is in front of x coefficient. So gradient is 4. And c is what? 0. C is 0, right? Next, fifth part, y equal minus 5x. The same idea, y equal minus 5x. There's no c value that also passes to the origin. So we get only the m value minus 5. But you'll show what is c also. What is c equal? 0. C equal 0. Next, y equal half x minus 3. So those new viewers, please subscribe and press the bell sign. Then you'll receive all these videos for grade. This channel I publish grade 9, grade 10, grade 11. You can see all. You can forward it to your friends or colleague or any other relation who lives in somewhere in Sri Lanka or abroad. Also, this is also all about completely syllabus in London papers too. So y equal half x minus. Also, if you any brothers or sisters are doing advanced or combined maths, that is my separate chapter, separate channel. I release so many videos and model paper discussion that is under Bright Academic Handy. If you go to Bright Academic Handy, they can find my A-level lessons. This is under my name. I publish this O-level and grade 9, 10, 11 lessons, right? Here see y equal half x minus 3. Write the gradient, write the intercept. So m equal, always should be y equal mx plus c, only we have answer. So what is m for half? And c4 minus 3. c4 minus 3. Next problem, y equal half x plus 3. Remember, this is not belongs to grade 10. This is revising our grade 9 lesson. If you're very clear only, you can go ahead and get the full 10 marks in your future exams. So compare simple m for half, c for 3, m for half, c for 3, right? Y equal minus 2/3 x plus 1. I hope you can write it here after. M is minus 2/3, c is 1. Next, ninth part, 2y equal 4x plus 5. 4x plus 5. It also the form of this pattern, intersecting pattern. So write the m value and the c value. So if we say m equal 4, in front of x m equal 4, c equal 5. If you say that, how the answer? This is wrong answer. Don't copy the others' answer. Those are shown like this. This is wrong answer. Why it's wrong? I mentioned y equal. If it's y equal only, we have the m answer and the c answer. Here no y equal. Something different there, for not straightforward answer. So you try to make it y equal what? You know, subject formula. You done in grade 9 maths, subject formula. So say y equal what, and connect the method. Therefore, whatever it is that is shown as whatever y, you need the unity, 1y, make this 1. What is 2y means 2 multiple y. So you divide by 2, everywhere divide by 2. 2y divide by 2. Why we dividing? Then this 2 cancel 1y. Multiple to divide, to remove you divide. So everywhere divide by 2. Everywhere divide by 2 in an equation. So 2 cancel, y equal 4 divided by 2 is 2x plus 5 over, not need to give decimal, 5 over 2 is enough, or 2.52 enough, no matter. Now you can tell y equal mx plus c pattern. Therefore m equal to c equal 5 over 2 gradient to intercept 5 over 2. Very clear? So this is important. This is a straight question. This is something important for the future exams. Something like this, they will either shuffled. You have to rearrange and get y equal what? Next 10th problem. 2y minus x equal 5. So pause the video, try your own, try yourself, then only improving. You don't copy, always don't go to the copyright, it's very worse, no, never it helps, rise your knowledge. Whatever is correct or incorrect, try your own. Stop, post it video and try your own. Later check with me how I explain and you answer the accuracy, both tally, both equal, check it. So we write y equal form. I said y equal what? Therefore subject y equal what? So 2y equal minus x that side plus x, here 5 plus 5, that is 2y equal. Therefore what is 1y? I need the 1y always. Therefore like the previous problem, remove the 2. What the idea of removing this 2? Multiplication 2. If you divide 2, cancel. So everywhere divide by 2. 2y divide by 2. Here x divide by 2 plus 5 divide by 2. Then what happened is 2 cancel. Y equal x divide by 2. We say half x, right? Half x. Half x. Both same meaning. We need a number. We need a number in front of x. Half x plus 5 over 2. So now it's clear like this. M and C. What is M? M is half. M is half. C is 5 over 2. M is half. Intercept is 5 over 2. Next question number 11. 2y plus 3 equal to x. 2y plus 3 equal to x. So rearrange the same method. Step by step we are improving now. Earlier very easy problem. Later it becomes something complicated. So whatever you take y equal what, step by step move ahead. So here 2y equal, take the 3 this side, here 2x plus 3 this side minus 3. Then don't say m is 2, don't say c is minus 3. rearrange y equal what? Therefore, what the idea, see or previous divide by 2. Whatever here, to remove it, do the verb. If it's fraction here, multiple by that number. If like this, divide by 2. So everywhere divide by 2. So see 2 cancel, y equal 2 cancel x minus 3 over 2. So what is m here? Gradient is, somebody says m is x. Some saying that m is x. Because they don't know what happens here. See all the previous, never m becomes x in terms of x. M is a number, numerical value. Here what? Some say 0, m is 0. No, m is 1x, 1x, 1. So c equal minus 3 by 2. That means minus 1.5. If we draw that graph, it cuts the y-axis at that point. Next, last one on that book, problem 12. 1/3 y, 1/3 y minus 5 equal x. See some another complicated part. 1/3 y minus 5 equal to x. So rearrange and tell what is m value and what is c value. So always you need the y equal what? Therefore, very first, I take the minus 5 this side, right? 1/3 y, here x, take the minus 5 this side, plus 5. Now we need the only one y. So yes, y, we need y value only. So therefore, we should remove these 3, especially remove these 3. How this? Here dividing 3 to remove multiple by 3. Here multiple by 2 to remove divide by 2. So here multiple by 3 everywhere. So 3 multiple 1/3 y everywhere multiply by 3. So 3x multiply by 3, 15. So 3 cancel, y equal 3x plus 15. 3x plus 15. So now it's very clear. M is 3, C is 15. M is 3, C is 15. It's not for grade 10, but that complete grade 9 revision problem. Therefore, if an equation is provided, if any straight line equation or linear function is given, you have to be able to answer what is gradient, what is intercept, right? Okay, now we go to the grade 10, what they say in your book, new that part of book. Now I show you now here another method of finding the gradient and intercept. Another method of finding the gradient, especially the gradient to find another method. You know intercept, where the graph cuts the y by observing. By observing you can say c is 5, it's 5 or 4 or minus 2, where it cuts the y-axis. Now we say especially how to find another method of the gradient. For that I take example and explain you, right? Okay, so write this as a question. Draw the graph of y equal 2x minus 1. I start from the grade 9 chapter. You learn how to draw the graphs. Draw the graph of y equal 2x minus 1. Okay, and prepare a table and draw a graph y equal 2x minus 1. You prepare a table of the x values and find the corresponding y values. So we take x, y values from where? Minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, I will introduce a new method to find the gradient idea, right? Therefore, we take a full solution I show with this example. So complete the y first to draw this graph. For example, if x is minus 2, if x equal minus 2, what is y value here? Y equal 2 times minus 2 minus 1. Substitute, put x4 minus 2, 2 times minus 2 minus 1. Therefore, y equal 2 times 2, 4, minus 4, minus 1. What is minus 4 minus 1? Don't say 3. Minus 5, minus 5. Y equal minus 5. The same method, put and see if x4 minus 1. Put x4 minus 1. 2 times minus 1 minus 2. Minus 2 minus 1. Minus 3. Okay. Similar, put x4 0 if a problem. X is 0. Put x4 0. What is y equal? 2 times 0 minus 1. So what is that? 2 times 0 is 0. Okay. Minus 1. So importantly, if you miss one table value, the graph accurate, not accurate, different shape. So 0 means nothing. 0 means nothing. So answer minus 1. Y equal minus 1. Then put x4 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 minus 1, 1. x4 2, what? 3. So pause the video and take your graph sheet. You have to keep with me this proper graph book or any graph sheets. You can draw properly. All this graph belongs to grade 10 and can be answered the question other parts beyond the graph after drawing the graph problems. Now draw this graph. X up to 2, 1, 2, negative side minus 2. We need the positive side plus 3, y value 1, 2, 3. Negative side minus 5, up to minus 5 you need points. Mark minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Minus 4 and a point below minus 5, which completed. Now we plot this x minus 2, y minus 5, x minus 1, y minus 3, x0, y minus 1, x1, y1, x2, y3. Now produce it, draw this graph. Okay, this is not grade 10, you learn grade 9. I take this example to explain the next part of the theory, how to calculate the gradient using the graph or using the coordinates. Okay, now see, using the equation, what is the gradient and what is the intercept? We worked many problems earlier, so right below, first I said draw the graph, okay, right below, using the equation, by using the equation of the graph, gradient is right. What is gradient? 2. Gradient is 2. Okay, that's very clear. Let's we work many in grade 9 also here now. Intercept no problem, minus 1, graph cut minus 1, right? Here we're studying about the m value only especially, right? Now see, in this graph, how many points we available? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points available. Okay, I take 2 points and select any out of these 5 points. Take 2 points. Too easy this, I take these 2 points. That means what the coordinate. What is coordinate? 2, 3, 2, 3, and what is this coordinate? This coordinate 1, 1. Okay, I show here 1, 1. Right. Now see another method of finding the gradient. Another method. Now I draw a right angle triangle here. Okay, draw a right angle triangle by keeping this as a hypotenuse. This 2 points line, joining line as a hypotenuse. So like this. I draw a right angle triangle. Okay. Now see, if we measuring the values along the x-axis and the y-axis, what is this length? From here to here 1, here to here 2. So what is this one? 2 minus 1, 1. This is 1. That is 1 unit or 1 centimeter, 1 millimeter. We say here generally 1 unit. And see vertical. From here to here 3. Okay. And here to here 1. So what is this gap? Here to here 3. Here to 3. Here 1. Therefore balance 2. This is 2. Okay. So see another method of finding the gradient. M equal vertical height or vertical distance divided by the horizontal distance. Vertical divided by the horizontal. You can write vertical height divided by the horizontal distance or vertical distance. Write that vertical distance divided by the horizontal distance. So what the answer? Vertical is 2, horizontal is 1. See once again answer is 2. Gradient is 2, right? This method we use in the future your grade 10 problems. But the method of finding the gradient, in the graph you take any 2 coordinates and draw a right angle triangle along by keeping this side as a hypotenuse, and take the horizontal and the vertical, you mark those values. Vertical divided by the horizontal is another method of finding the gradient. Not only these 2 points, any point you take, you can draw here also. You can think here also you can draw a right angle triangle and see these points are what? The same answer comes. You can draw the big one here also. Here also you can take a right angle triangle and this method. So copy this. Okay, so when doing question, we won't do this by drawing a straight line, by selecting a right angle, triangle. That idea we not use in the question, but I explain how to collect it. Now I give a short method, right? I give you short method how we found this gradient. Another way, right? The short, using this I reduce the method idea simply. See this. What happened here? Vertical divided by the horizontal. What is vertical mean? Difference between the y values, no? From here to here, what the y value? From here to here, what the y value? That's we subtract. Therefore, we found that difference between the two y values. What is horizontal value? Here to here, what is x coordinate? Here to here, what the x coordinate? We found the difference. That's the idea. So gradient is vertical divided by the horizontal is okay, but when we use the problem, we find like this. Gradient equal difference between the y coordinate divided by difference between the x coordinate. Difference between the y coordinate divided by difference between the x coordinate, right? So draw this diagram. Next, draw this diagram. I drawn a diagram. I mark two general coordinates, say x1, y1. Another one say x2, y2. Then write m equal m for the gradient. Say gradient, we write English gradient. Gradient equal, write this, difference between the y coordinates complete difference between the y coordinates below difference between the x coordinates, difference between the y coordinates below, divide difference between the x coordinates, right? Now we say m equal, see the diagram, what is difference between the y mean, what is difference means subtract. Generally we take y1 minus y2, y1 minus y2 divide by same order x1 minus x2. Don't change the order. Here how you subtract, then same here subtract. If you subtract y2 minus y1, you also say x2 minus x1, right? Copy this. Is the method. Here we use in grade 10 gradient problem. I explain clearly use of the diagram also. Method of finding the gradient. Difference between the y coordinate and divide by the x coordinate. Okay, now we see quickly the problem in the book grade 10. You can see page 24. Page 24. Calculate the gradient of the straight line passes through the each of the pair. The best problem to improve this formula. So first question, 4, 6, 2, 2. Calculate the gradient of the straight line which is passes through the following points. That's the question, right? Calculate the gradient of the straight line which is passes through the following points. So there's a straight line passes through these 2 points. What the gradient? So don't draw without drawing. Use the formula. The first time I explain like this. See? A straight line passes through 4, 6 and 2, 2. That's the idea, right? So what the gradient of that line without drawing, you can observe the equation, use this method. So m equal gradient equal difference between the y coordinate. What is 4, 6? X is 4, y is 6. Here x is 2, y is 2. So find the difference between the y value. I take the large number better, 6. Minus 2, I subtract the y value. Same order, divide the x value. Here 4 minus 2. Now simplify, that's all. So the answer 4 over 2, that is 2. So I hope you understood clearly. So any problem, post the video and recollect all the notes and see. Simply you can identify here. You can do all the problem. The problem is, good knowledge of the directed number. Subtracting, if you misuse, that is failure. That's a primary work of subtraction idea. 6, 2, 4, 3. Now find the gradient. There's a line, straight line, passes to these 2 points. Write the gradient. M equal. You take any your convenience. Y important is easy. Take the biggest y value and subtract the lowest. So here y is 3. I take 3. Then subtract here y is 2. Same order here 4. Here 6. So any method you follow, but the answer is same. But the answer 3 minus 2 1. 4 minus 6. Don't say minus 2. That plus 2 is minus 2, right? Minus 2. So therefore we call m equal the minus in front half. Negative gradient. What happened? Negative gradient. If you draw, graph comes obtuse angle, maybe like this. Like this. If negative, that also collected, right? That you learn the grade 9. Gradient become negative, obtuse angle with the positive direction of the x-axis. Next one, 1 comma minus 2 comma 0 comma 7. Now find the gradient of this straight line passes through. So m equal 7 minus what? Minus 2. The same order, divide the x coordinates. 0 minus 1. So properly mark the value. If you misuse, the answer is wrong. That is 2 marks question in paper 1 type problem, right? So what is that? 7 minus minus plus 2. What is 0 minus 1? 0 means nothing. Minus 1. Therefore, 9 over minus 1. That is what? Minus 9. That also negative gradient graph. It makes obtuse angle with the positive direction of x. Next question, 4th problem at your book work. Minus 2 comma minus 3 comma 2 comma 5. So you can work either, no matter the values, only if you know good knowledge of subtracting. If you fail in subtract, just go through your grade 7, study that mathematics. This is the holiday, long holidays. You can refer that also, and you can problem on the subtracting, adding cases. So what is m equal 5 subtract minus 3 over 2 subtract minus 2. Now simplify, get it. You know minus minus plus 3. 5 plus 3 minus minus plus 8 over 4. That is 2. That also simplify if any proper values comes. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Gradient is therefore 2. Okay, I hope you understood this properly. If any confused, revise my videos and check the lessons how I shown this one. So those newcomers, press the subscribe it and press the bell sign. You will receive this automatically, my all videos. Also in this channel you can see grade 9 videos, grade 10, grade 11. The advanced combined math separate I am listed in another different channel that's under Bright Academic Handy. Okay, we'll see next video. I show some other theory parts for grade 10.